be sitting here. I was supposed to be here with my uncle. I was supposed to be rebuilding the family connection. I don't mess with people from the street like that. I'm not outside. When I go outside, I go outside, but I know I'm putting myself at risk because of who I am. And like, I'm still me. I didn't change. I'm not gonna denounce that. I'm a street person.
Right.
My mentality is still a little street. You ain't gonna just talk to me. You ain't gonna run up on me and grab phones and snap pictures. You ain't doing none of that because I am a street person. But I understand the world we live in, and it helps me just stay there and stay in the house. Like go in the house and create. Do you really want to go to this bar tonight? Man, go create. Go work on it. Go work on your craft. But don't go out there tonight. Like it's just been working for me. Like I'm really following my instincts. I don't I don't second guess thoughts. No peer, I never was a peer pressure dude.
Right.
And I lost a lot of friends just being on this path, talking this positive stuff, to looking at the world different and expressing. Like I speak like this in regular conversations because I don't be on the street stuff no more. So all I see is like I'm a hustler.
Right.
As you can see by the long list of stuff that that goes in my name.
Yeah.
Like I said, to this change, this world order change and upgrade or whatever you want to reboot. There's a lot of opportunities, so I'm not gonna get caught in one opportunity. I'm gonna try everything: business, podcasts, radio, books, clothes, whatever, stocks. I say real estate. I like to clarify that. I'm not into real estate. I'm into real estates, which means a nice portion of land that can accommodate family. We're gonna build our own communities. Like that's my goal. That's what I don't have no breaks, no more breaks. There's no breaks in between this mission that I'm on. And my uncle got my back, and I got some supporters that just know. And when the time is right, I already broke down. I did all the homework. I got connections with builders. I got connections with the big giant appliance markets. I used to work in all these. I network pretty good to the point where it's not. It probably costs just as much as a person is going to be stuck in a 30-year mortgage to get to even acquire more than what you're going to acquire from that little piece of real estate. So my vision is different. You can't change a lot. You could change a lot. I don't believe you could change the hoods. I think the hoods, this is all by design. And when we stop acting like history, then don't tell us this. So if it's by design, they're not telling you not to move and create a neighborhood, a cul-de-sac community on 20 acres or 10 acres of land. You could put a lot of people on 10 acres of land.
Right.
That's willing to understand what this community is. And then your children are raised in a community again. And now you got neighbors that tell you when your kid is acting up down the street. So it's got to be rebuilt. It can't be fixed. You can't go and buy a couple of spots in Brooklyn, East New York, in the hood, and say you're going to make that into this. It's everybody. It's not even an idea that I don't even respect when some of these movements act like that is possible. They say when you do the same thing, you're insane. And just marching and getting hosed down, you gotta make moves differently. Everything is financially, everything is strategized. That old way is the old way. You want to change history, but keep some of the old things. It just don't make sense. Now you got to worry about people getting arrested, splashed by cops. Like, let's stay off the streets. Let's put our money in the right spot. We ain't got to fight these cops here. There's a community that you could build that the whole police force, Now you are part of it. Ownership. Real estate makes you have a voice. Apartment don't buying a house don't make you have a big voice. Not a big voice because they're giving those away. HUD homes and all the other things. So it's really us realizing that the power of the dollar is really mighty. And that's the only, when people ready to sacrifice with me, then world, you have better opportunities. You provide better for your child. I don't want my son growing up in this weird world. My son is not built for the streets. And I don't think half these kids is built for the streets because the older person that raised them, they wasn't built for the streets. Everybody's not built for the streets. That's why there's people that lose in the street because they wasn't built for the street. I'm 49. I've never been shot, stabbed, and I've been in the streets since my mom was using drugs. You gotta, I'm militant. My uncle taught me well. My uncle and my pops, and the women in my family, everybody. Like, I am not me without everybody in my family because I took a piece of everybody. That's probably what made me so lost in the beginning. Because I love my dad, I love my uncle, I love my cousin. I like how he moved here. I like how he moved here. I'm this and don't know what this is. I didn't know how to implement my aunt's love and my grandmother's energy. I didn't know how to implement all that so I could express it through how I talk and walk. So now I'm locked and loaded.
Yeah. And the beauty is now you can take all those bits and you know how to do that.
Yes.
And
I know
when
my aunt is telling me, you better not be like your father and keep going to jail. Like, that stuck in my head when she told me that on my last bit. Like, when are you going to break the cycle? And I was like, wow, that hit hard. Like, certain things from certain people in my family, even a question is vicious. That's how you know when you got respect and there's love there, because I'm grown, I'm in the street, you can't tell me nothing deepy, but you can. You can when I respect my aunts and I respect my elders. Yes, you can. And even if I don't get it, that one question, I've been living with that since I came home from prison. Is when you're gonna break the cycle. And now I'm looking at the world, and there's a cycle that needs to be broken there too. So I'm here to break cycles. That's it. My aunt motivated me to break cycles and acquiring some land, a nice piece of land, so that me, my uncle, and everybody, we have a studio on our own land. We don't gotta go nowhere unless we're gonna go get groceries. And if you do it right and you get some land that do residential and commercial, now you can open up your own store for whoever on your property wants to run a store. And now everybody is feeding each other, and it seems like a community again. It seems like everybody cares about everybody. Out here, I don't even talk, none of my neighbors say hi until I'm like walking by and I stare at them and wave hi first. And that's not a community, man, because then their interest is not your interest. So how are you going to fix a school in a community where nobody talks? So what are you preparing for your child? You're going to make his life more complicated than mine was at my young age? I didn't do very well with decisions. I just want to let the parents know, like, I came out all right. Because I had family. But everybody don't have that. And we got, like, you just got to build it. You got to figure out who's your villagers. And you got to bring your village together and not in their design neighborhood. And that's just that's where I'm at, man. I don't know nothing else but to make it like I'm living for my family now. I had my fun. I did everything wild. This is for the family. And if I gotta isolate myself from family because they don't understand it, my mission, my goal, what I think I'm here for, then I'm just rolling with my Uncle Wise until we figure it out. And then I'll apologize to the family members later, but I'm on a mission. And what my thing is not about me. It's not
Right.
about me. It's not even about my children. It's about my family. There's no favorites.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing about missions. It is something that is bigger than you.
And most of the time, you walk it alone.
And most of the time you're walking alone. And then when you say to somebody else, not that not that there's some that won't that won't get it, because there's some that will, but you say it to most and they look at you like you're crazy or strange.
Trust me.
So
That's
yeah.
why I ain't got nobody coming to hang out with me now.
hmm
Because I'm this is me every day.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out, like, I mean, it takes a village to raise a child. A lot of people forgot that.
Yes, it does.
We
Yes, it
keep, like,
does.
there's some things that was really true. And they
hmm
told you. And
Yeah.
we couldn't grasp that. It
Right.
takes a village to raise a child. So I can't tell my child not to listen to the neighbor.
hmm
I just gotta let them know what is not acceptable by me. So even if the
Right.
neighbor tell you, know what your father is telling you.
Right.
But other than that, no, we gotta it takes a village to raise a child, man. My son don't talk to the kids on his block. The kids
hmm
don't even come out on his block. Everything is just enclosed. COVID made it worse. Now everybody's in their backyard. So you
Yeah.
never really interacting with your own neighbor until the
hmm
ball go over the fence and you gotta ask for it.
Right.
So it's just, I don't want that for no kid, not just mine. I don't want that for my nieces, nephews, cousins, my people's
hmm
children. I'm like a godfather to so many kids
Right.
just because of just because of who I am as a man today.
Right.
So no, I do whatever I can to take the burden off of the people in my village. If they need their
hmm
house painted, I'm doing it for free. Yo, cook me some food. Make me something. Don't worry about it. Just get the supplies. I'll do it. And you're gonna get. I'm helping you, and it's rewarding to me.
It's rewarding to you. Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be at the breaking point where I'm just strapped for cash, and I'm over
hmm
here helping somebody for free. But it feels good.
hmm
It feels good, so I just still do it. But it's just that I'm on a mission, and
hmm
my uncle understands it, and there's a few family members that understand it. And like I said, if you don't understand that, I'll talk to you later.
hmm
I'm not mad at nobody because my
Right.
I can't make you believe in my vision.
Right.
And people have that's a problem people have. I don't think nobody's hating on me because of my vision. I just don't really think anybody sees it. It's
Mm.
not even as good as I can articulate, even creating your own community.
hmm
There's people that don't see that. Oh, you got to break ground. It costs money. All right, but if it's 20 of us, you spend 10 racks a year on clothes and cars. Everybody on Amazon. Between Amazon going out and materialistic stuff,
hmm
a year.
hmm
There's not even the brokest family spends at least $7,000 to $8,000 on nothing. So if you got $8,000 a year and there's 20 of us, changes the way you look at developing some your own property.
mm
And I just people don't understand it. I can't get you to understand it, but I am not here to explain it again. So I'm keep pushing forward and I'll make a spin back around.
hmm
That's how I look at it. I don't have no regrets about how I'm headstrong on this. I have no regrets of the people that I can't talk to now because they don't understand and they just want you to like hold their hands and walk them through your vision.
hmm
I'm figuring it out now. I'm
Right.
taking risk and sacrificing. I got no time to explain this to you on the way.
Right.
Then I never get there. And that's been the delay for many people that's
hmm
here to get somewhere.
Yeah.
It's them other people that just want to pick your brains about why you're doing it this way or why I'm doing it legally and I ain't got time to explain nothing else.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm doing it legally, so that's all you need to know.
Mm.
I'm not going back to jail, and I'm making sure that there's a legacy. The name means something
Right.
these days. Like your last name, the family name has to be brought back up to a respectable standard where, oh, the Gonzalez family,
hmm
oh, the Jordan family.
hmm
Yeah, like family name, and it's not just for, oh, they wild, they'll come get you.
Right.
Like, nah, this is yo, that family. I want to be a person that I want to be history for my kids and their kids.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be a part of history for
Yeah.
my kids and their kids. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how I look at everything these days.
Wow.
You want to be the founder so your kids, so that our kids could say, he did that.
Mm-hmm.
History. A
Right.
black man did that. A
Mm-hmm.
Spanish man did that. A
Right.
fat man, a skinny man, short, tall, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
History. I don't want to read nobody else's history no more. My son, my family, and my kids, and the generation under us, they need to see what we did as people.
Yeah.
Because you could live off of the slavery days all the way until 3021. If that's history, if that's going to be what they keep referring to when history is mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to interject. I'm here to interject on this little new world all of y'all doing. And that means just isolate yourself, because you can't fight the powers that be. So
Mm-hmm.
that means get your own space somewhere and stay out their way, and they'll stay out your way. I really respect the Amish people. They've been stayed out the
Mm-hmm.
way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they
Yeah.
are out the way, but they're
Mm-hmm.
here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's how I look at what I'm trying to do and what my uncle and me are trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
and the team that we got. Like, it don't matter if you family, but this is our family. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I was mad skeptic with the going on Facebook and asking people, can I be on the show, or asking people
Right.
to be on the show. I'm a street dude. I don't gotta ask you nothing.
Right.
That was my
Right.
mentality. So I was
Right.
like, and I always had in my head, ain't nobody gonna support. I'll be doing this for a week. Nobody's gonna ever respond because I ain't saying the right stuff. What is the key word you gotta say to get an interview? Everybody
Mm-hmm.
wants to know how many followers you got. They see 95. They like, yeah, I ain't messing with this guy. So I came into that nigga, but like I told my uncle Wise the other day, it was like amazing that the energy that how we came toward
Mm-hmm.
two people came back. I don't see that a lot, man. I never, growing up, that wasn't like a whole bunch of strangers from all over the world that are like cross promoting,
Mm-hmm.
really like sharing if they gotta share. Like, even if you get one or two people to do that, that's success.
That's right.
I got 95 subscribers, and all I do is talk about what's on my mind and how I look at things. That's success.
Mm-hmm.
I might not be getting paid or reaching the numbers, but I never had numbers. Numbers was never it. It was, what am I doing to make an impact? And now that you could podcast, that's history for my son. He has the catalog. So this stuff I'm talking, he will always be able to replay, even if I'm not around.
Mm-hmm.
His father will always be there because of this.
Right.
All the children will have this to see the fight differently than how we saw it growing up. We're looking at it in the book.